When the old man touched the shore, the lights of the terrace were out and he knew that everyone was in bed. There was no one to help him. He stepped out of the boat and fastened into a rock. He removed the mast, furled the sail and tied it. Carrying the mast and the sail on his shoulders, he started climbing the rock to reach his shack. It was then he realized how tired he was. On the way to his shack, he had to sit down 5 times to rest. Inside the shack, he put the mast against the wall and lay down on his bed. He pulled the blanket over his shoulders and fell asleep, face down with his arms out straight and the palms of his hands up. The old man was asleep when the boy peeped into the shack. The boy had been coming each morning. Now seeing the old man's lacerated hands, he began to cry. Then he went out to bring some coffee for the old man. Many fishermen had by now gathered around the old man's boat. One of them measured the length of the marlin skeleton. It was 18 feet from nose to tail. Nobody had caught such a big marlin before. The boy got coffee from the proprietor of the terrace. The proprietor expressed his sympathy over the old man's loss. When the old man saw the boy, he said that he had been bitten, but the boy said that in any case he had not been bitten by the marlin. The old man said that the marlin's head should be handed over to Pedrico, while its spear might be kept by the boy. The boy told him that a search had been made for him by the coast guards and by aeroplanes. The old man said that he had greatly missed the boy. The boy said that they would fish together again and that he did not care what his father might say about it. The boy asked how much the old man had suffered, and the old man replied, quote, "Plenty," unquote. The boy urged the old man to rest well and said that he would go to bring some food for him and some ointment for his injured hands. As the boy went out of the shack, he was crying again. That afternoon there was a party of tourists at the terrace. As they looked down on the marlin skeleton, a woman tourist asked a waiter what it was. The waiter replied, "The shark." The waiter wanted to explain that the sharks had eaten away all the meat of the marlin, whose skeleton only remained. But the woman completely misunderstood the waiter and thought that the skeleton was that of a shark. So the woman said, "I didn't know sharks had such handsome, beautifully formed tails." And her male companion said, "I didn't either." So they did not know a marlin from a shark. Inside his shack, the old man lay asleep. He was still sleeping on his face when the boy came and sat down by his side. The old man was now dreaming. He was dreaming of his youth and the lions of Africa.